Have you heard about the war?
The war?
The war?
The Star Wars. Hey everybody! We're here to drink beer and talk about Star Wars. Thanks for joining.
Yes, we are.
As always, I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula.
I'm Vic.
We just kind of got back from Star Wars. We saw it at different times. But we're going to straight on, go balls deep, spoiler-rific review here. If you haven't seen the movie or if you don't want it to be spoiled, bye. Or not. Cool. Whatever you guys want to do.
Keep watching.
This is your opportunity, though.
So I saw it opening night. You guys saw it a few days later. If you don't watch it opening night, did you guys hear any reviews or anything, or did you just were your ears shut before eyes shut before you went into it?
I did my best not to listen to any reviews. Like, the most I got, I think, was from you when you told me about the Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, cool, I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore it.
Yeah.
I'm
Rotten
gonna go
Tomatoes
into
is
it.
dumb.
It is dumb. I don't understand the whole system at all. I don't know why it gets as much credit as it does.
Yeah.
BS.
It's dumb. Okay, so what are your general expectations going into it? You know, it's Star Wars. Sometimes it can be great, and sometimes it can be, good God, just so bad. I wonder which one this was. I think we all, different fan levels, had pretty much the same expectations going into it as, hopefully it's good.
Absolutely.
Oh, no. Is that safe to say? Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
So, with that, how did it fit our expectations? What did you guys like about it? Let's just start gentle before we go into any major story turns or anything like that. Just quick things you did or didn't like without giving too much away.
It's got to be the dogfights and the space battles. Love them. I thought they were just overwhelming, just impactful. Like, you got to really see, you got a good sense of speed, distance, and just how epic it was in the battles.
Graphically phenomenal.
Beautiful.
With those too. Like
Beautiful.
The CGI in it was pretty great.
Yeah. Oh, it was
Pretty
probably
great.
one of the best I've seen. Easy.
It was an epic as a movie, as a
Well,
story.
For 2.5 hours long, it better fucking be an
Yeah,
epic. I don't want to sit there and be bored.
Oh, no.
Well, like yeah, and it was a very amazing story. I think it was told very well.
I thought it was great.
I thought it transitioned well. You know, I wasn't bored.
No, but yeah, 2.5 hours. I'm always worried that at some point I'm going to get bored, and I really wasn't. Pretty much ever. I mean, I held a pee for a long time. I usually can't hold peas that long. I get worried about 2.5 hour movies, especially. God, I drank a lot of beer. Yeah, definitely not a perfect movie. What did you not like?
Ooh.
I don't know if I really hated these animals.
Oh,
The fucking
orcs.
The penguin guinea pigs. There's so many. And I was like, you're so cute. Fucking go away.
Really annoying.
Yeah.
At some points, it was a weird balance between cute and annoying. Like, the one bit of the movie that I thought was a little ridiculous with the porgs was in one of the dogfights when one were in the Millennium Falcon and it just like slammed onto the window and you could see it. I was like, they're just trying to sell those little window
gosh,
plates
it was such a play for
there.
sales, man.
Like merchandising 101, but get you to buy a toy.
Yeah,
Pretty much, which is I find annoying sometimes, but that wasn't the thing I disliked the most.
It wasn't Transformers, you know. Everything was buy me, buy me, buy me, buy me.
I don't think I've seen like the last 3 Transformers.
You don't need to.
You know, you're not
Oh, I
missing
got over my hate of
anything.
Transformer movies.
But if you're on an airplane, you might be like,
Yeah. I didn't like the weird Leia space CG. I didn't hate the scene. I just hated the execution. It was like, with a movie with such amazing CGI, that was the one bit that just felt super flat and awkward. And I didn't like some character interactions or things that happened, specifically with Rose and Finn. That awkward kiss at the end, that was dumb and unnecessary.
Agreed.
That was one part of the movie where I just kind of like, well, why'd that just happen? That makes no sense at all.
It did seem rather forced and like not real true to the character.
Do you think maybe she'd never been kissed before and she thought she was gonna die, so she's like, oh, talk about being kissed?
That's the best I could surmise, man.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, she's like, this is it, you're a dude, you're here, we
You're a
fought.
handsome man.
Yep, I'm gonna go
With a
ahead
semi-handsome lady.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Yeah, so you took it. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got. It was weird though.
I just wanted Boyega to get his fucking Jaeger out. winning the war.
The Boyega? I don't think that's a thing yet.
Boyega? Boyega, right?
Yeah.
Boyega? Is that his-
Hashtag
oh, yeah,
Boyega.
yeah.
I just said Boyega.
Yeah.
Just, I'm not-
We should hashtag it.
We should.
Yeah,
Really,
hashtag
really.
Boyega.
Don't take that from us yet. That's ours.
Hashtag Peppermint too.
TM that shit.
Loved it, loved it.
All right, let's move into overall movie reviews, scenes we like, thing. Let's talk about our characters first. Who's your guys' favorite Last Jedi character?
Thinking. I gotta go with Luke, of course, because it was nice seeing him back.
He was phenomenal in this movie.
I loved what happened
his
with him.
bit. I liked Luke's arc in it.
My favorite scenes were with Luke, I'd
Mhm.
probably have to say, versus like some of the dogfights. I like watching that, and I was like, let's talk to Luke again. I want to see where Luke's at. Let's talk to him. Because I thought he was great. Like, he brought so much wisdom, great presence, and just experience and history to the role. Because when you saw him, you're like, yeah, this has been places. You've really been somewhere with him.
Poe Dameron's great. He's my favorite character.
Poe Dam.
Like, immediately in The Force Awakens, he was my favorite. In The Last Jedi,
dude.
he's phenomenal. That scene in the beginning where
Oh,
he's
yeah,
trolling
yeah.
Hux.
Oh,
Man, so good!
Oh, great! Loved
This
it.
movie had phenomenal humor, and people were like, the jokes were dumb. Some of them were maybe a little too modern and not timeless jokes, but I guess you're gonna make jokes based off of the era you live in. Ray was great.
She's great. Yeah, Daisy's doing a wonderful job.
She's just so cute.
Yeah. Adorable. Spock.
She's a really great actress. I think she's a strong female lead. A lot of people were complaining about her and saying she was flat.
Don't get it.
I don't either,
Don't,
man.
Like, I don't think they watched the same movie.
I really don't.
Huh.
Or else they were really high on something you shouldn't be high on when you watched a movie.
Yeah, don't do math, kids.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that makes sense.
That makes
That makes
all the
sense.
sense.
Don't do math.
Just don't. Not even once.
I had no idea Benicio del Toro was in this movie.
They kept
That
the
was
secret
pretty
info.
cool.
I was super
Pretty
cool.
freaking cool.
I was-
Especially his character, with him being the what the fuck did they call him? Cipher hacker, slasher,
Code breaker. Yeah.
code breaker.
Good with computers.
It was a weird, Benicio del Toro kind of character, like he tends to do, but I thought it was fun, and I thought it was interesting that he was the world's nicest douchebag.
He kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like him
Good
giving the
explanation.
necklace back was pretty adorable scene. You just needed it for a conductor, but then fuck you guys, I'm gonna turn on you.
Yeah.
You got your necklace back. So,
Well,
die with that.
Yeah, he's, sort of like every person out for themselves. Like, he's like, listen, I'll help you out as much as you're going to help me out. And you're not going to pay me, then I'm just going to go ahead
Walk
and
away.
walk away.
I want to see him come back.
I do.
Oh, I hope he comes back. Speaking of coming back, what do you guys think about Phasma?
I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
I like
great.
her
I like.
weapons.
Yeah. I don't know. I was. Well, okay, back to things that I didn't like about the movie. That fight scene between her and Finn was upsettingly short.
Yeah.
For a 2.5 hour long movie, you could have made that fucking scene more than 15, 30 seconds, whatever. It seemed way too short.
I do like the resolution that occurred between Finn and Phasma.
I like the
thought
resolution
that
as
was
well.
Great. But you're right, it was too
Mhm.
short. Like, I just wanted more between them.
Like any other character developing, breaking things you want to say about it. I like the character builds, like Kylo Ren's build. He was space buff.
Space buff.
Space buff.
Yeah, he was. He was. I like how they made it kind of funny.
Speaking of,
though.
that was interesting. When they were doing that with that Force connection, I thought it was kind of weird that he was shirtless, even though I didn't mind it.
That's exactly what I was about to touch on.
But Ryan Johnson came out, and it was actually pretty smart the way he did that. It was his way to show that they could actually physically see each other.
Mhm.
Instead of just being like, oh, are they just seeing the faces? Is it really just the voice? What can they actually do?
Mhm.
So when they're like, I don't want to do that right now, and he was like, well, neither do I, and she's like, put a shirt on, it just goes to show that, no, they can literally actually see the full body of the other person, and it adds some good humor to it.
Mm.
There are a bunch of other things I want to talk about. Let's go back to our other favorite scenes, because I want to talk about my absolute favorite scene. Well, it's between two. Both of them, man. Okay, there was just one. It's decisive. When Luke comes to Crate when he gets his all fork thing there, and he goes out to face pretty much the entire Empire by himself. And first off, when he goes out there, there's that amazing scene that should just be posterized, where it's like the back of Luke silhouette and just all the ships and AT-ATs and just things ready to fight him.
Yeah.
And then when they all blast the shit out of him, and he just walks out, and just
dude,
the single most gangster thing. Like, talk about the legend of Luke Skywalker. That's going to be able to just, I think, build so much off in future stories, just off of that one little scene right there. Like, that motherfucking Luke. Because nobody but Kylo figured out he was a projection. Nobody.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, it'd be funny if he just did a jig. It was just like, you
yeah.
know, still living.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, the foreshadowing that happened between the connection of Kylo and Rey's character, Rey. Like, I was like, that kind of makes sense at that point, like when they were doing that.
It's
but
been done in other mediums before. They did it in that weird Star Wars animated show. I tried to watch it. I couldn't really get it. The Clone Wars.
Okay.
They did it in a few comics, but it's done super rare because that is one thing that literally can kill somebody. Because it takes so much energy and power, it can just drain you of all your life, which is what we saw happen to Luke. I think it took everything out of him and ultimately helped him become one with the Force. So, rip Luke.
Rest in peace.
Drinks in for your homie.
Rip Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
This movie did a lot of great things to set up new characters, which I think pissed a lot of people off. A lot of people were upset that Rey's parents were just like drunkards that dropped her off. Oh, I hate that. It's not true. It can't be true. Why? Why can't you have a new character? I think that's absolutely phenomenal because you don't need to be attached to anything, and it shows so much more options that the movie can go in, especially when you see that little boy at the end of it do like the Force broom thing. That was super dope. It just goes to show, kind of like what they talked about, that the Force is everywhere. It's not genetic or something like that. It's not lineage. It's just part of the universe, and some can just channel it better than others.
Overall, it's a really like beautiful movie.
really
Not just
is.
story-wise, but just visually. It's just sort of like you're just immersed in this fucking universe.
Right. And it is, and it can be so expanding, and it's not all going to be good.
It can't. Nothing can be all good. Right?
Exactly. But it's not all going to be bad. I have other things, but I don't know how much more I want to keep going on this.
Sure. Yeah.
Snoke. We haven't talked about Snoke.
Ah, Jesus.
Man, him getting cut in half.
Oh, dude, it was so
Straight
gangster when
half.
Kylo was like, he was doing the one, and he was like,
A lot of people said that was stupid. They
That
were
was
more
not
upset that
stupid.
Snoke wasn't legendary or super badass. Like, I think they showed that he was quite clearly badass and had a superpower over the Force, but his arrogance was his undoing.
of course. It was great to watch. Like,
Yeah.
not a dull moment.
A lot of
Not
Easter
dull
eggs, a
moment.
lot of cool nods to the past, a lot of cool things that light up the future. So, I think it was good. For the fans that started the petition saying they want to remove it from canon, go fuck yourself.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
That's
it's an
a thing?
actual thing. Yeah, straight up go fuck yourself. I don't even want you to watch our videos.
Can we do a fuck you to those fans?
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck you to those fans. Oh.
You fucking negative Nances, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see what Ryan Johnson can continue to do. I believe in him. I mean, I'll give him a chance.
I'm excited.
I like
I'm
what
excited.
he did with this.
Okay. Out of the newest 3 movies, I think it's the best one. I said it.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you, man.
I like the other 2.
Yeah, I like the other 2, and just go sort of speaking as the casual to a little bit above casual watcher. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. Thought everything came together well in this movie. Did it?
Yep.
Liked it.
Well, until next time, like, share, comment, subscribe, Untapped Facebook. What are we? Instagram?
Sure.
Yes.
Twitter?
Yes.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula.
I'm big.
May the force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little drunk. I've been quiet like this entire time.
Man, I got way.